Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever just looked at your business software and thought, this feels like it was designed in another century? Well, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're diving into how a new AI copilot is finally letting you talk to your complex business data, turning what used to be hours of tedious work into a simple conversation. Let's jump in.
All right, so first things first, let's talk about the problem. We're going to call it the business data headache. And trust me, it's a pain that has been slowing down businesses for decades.
And it's a totally fair question, right? I mean, think about it. We all have these incredibly powerful, super intuitive devices right in our pockets. But then you get to work and you're suddenly navigating these endless forms and confusing fields that feel like they were designed before the internet was even a thing.
At the very heart of this frustration is something called business partner data. Now, that's just a fancy term for all the vital info on your customers and your suppliers. For years, managing this has felt like trying to use a messy, old-fashioned card catalog in some giant library. It's slow, it's clunky, and a single typo can create massive problems down the line. And this really captures the old way perfectly. It all starts with these complex forms, just a wall of boxes to fill in to add a new supplier or update an address. This manual process is painfully slow and just incredibly prone to human error. It often takes weeks to train someone, and even then, the data ends up being inconsistent all across the company. This approach has simply reached its breaking point.
But what if you could just talk to your systems? This is where the solution comes in. So let's meet the hero of our story, the AI copilot.
This slide really highlights the transformation. We're moving away from all those old frustrations of manual entry and high error rates. The future is dialogue-based, with AI-powered checks replacing all the guesswork. And those weeks of required training? They become a thing of the past, as the entire process shifts from slow and frustrating to fast and just intuitive.
The tool making all this happen is called SAP Joule. Think of it as a digital assistant for your business, but one that actually speaks your language. No more memorizing transaction codes or navigating complicated menus. You just tell it what you need in plain English, and Joule handles the rest.
Take this command, for example. Instead of some 50-field form, you just say or type this one simple sentence. Joule instantly understands the intent. Create a supplier, and it extracts all the key details: the name, the country, and the city. This powerful concept is called natural language governance.
And it's not just for creating new entries. Think about a common and really critical task like changing a supplier's bank details. You just state what you need to do, the AI finds the right record and pulls up the exact fields to change. It really is that simple.
So how does all this work? It might feel a little bit like magic, but behind the scenes, there's a very clever technical architecture. Let's pull back the curtain and see what's really going on.
The whole process really breaks down into 3 simple steps. First, you have the brains. That's SAP Joule. It understands your command. Second, there's the messenger, a platform called SAP BTP, which securely translates your request for the back-end systems. And finally, you have the rule keeper, SAP Master Data Governance. This system gets the instruction and enforces all the business rules, quality checks, and compliance policies before making anything official.
This table puts it all together nicely. Joule is the brain, BTP is the messenger, and MDG is the rule keeper. What this really means is you get the incredible simplicity of generative AI, but with all the security and control of a robust enterprise system. It's truly the best of both worlds.
So what does this all mean for a business in practice? Well, the impact is nothing short of a revolution in how companies handle their core data.
This quote right here really captures the core idea. It's a fundamental shift away from filling out forms and toward having a conversation with your software. This completely redefines the user experience.
And the numbers, wow, the numbers back this up. Companies are seeing a 40 to 70% reduction in the time it takes to manage their business partner data. Just think about that for a second. It's like getting half your week back on these tasks. That is a massive productivity gain.
This chart really helps you visualize that leap in efficiency. Where the manual process took 100% of the time, the AI-assisted way cuts that by more than half. You're not just saving time, you're freeing up your team to focus on strategic work instead of just tedious data entry.
But the benefits go far beyond just speed. As you can see, it's about higher productivity, yes, but it's also about much better data quality as the AI catches errors. compliance improves because rules are enforced automatically, and because the system is so intuitive, some companies have slashed their training costs by as much as 80%.
So, let's zoom out for the big picture. Why is this more than just another neat feature? Why does this change everything? Because this isn't just an incremental improvement, it's a strategic shift in enterprise software. For decades, we've forced people to adapt to machines. Now, we're finally making the machines adapt to people. This makes business processes proactive, intelligent, and truly user-centered.
So here's the ultimate takeaway. This integration brilliantly combines the conversational power of AI with the safety and control that large businesses demand. It eliminates massive amounts of manual work, empowers employees to be more autonomous, and it builds a future-proof foundation for even more automation to come.
And that leaves us with one final, provocative thought. We've seen how this transforms a single complex process. But what if this is just the beginning? What if every clunky, frustrating task at work could become as simple as having a conversation? That's the future this technology points to. Thanks for watching.